I feel like the troll of the internet had gotten ultimately trolled and I didn't do anything. And this is the worst part about being a troll or being a punching bag of the internet.
Hey y'all, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Wildflower Tea, and I hope you're all having an amazing weekend or whatever day it is that you're watching this. Today's video is going to be somewhat short and sweet, but I wanted to come on here and chat with you guys for a minute about Miss Trisha Paytas and the latest addition to their family. Welcome Malibu Barbie Paytas Hockman. Now we're going to get into the name a little bit more here in a second, but for those of you who may not have seen, Trisha Paytas did have her daughter on the 14th. This was via C-section. Moses shared an update over on Instagram yesterday with beautiful photos of the whole family. I mean, come on, look at those chubby cheeks. It makes me have baby fever real bad. Of course, Trisha also shared some updates on her Instagram story of her mom holding the baby. We do got a couple of new photos today that I will pop up on the screen for you guys. They seem to be on cloud 9 and I'm so happy for them. Congratulations to both Trisha and Moses. I do want to talk about the name for a little bit because there is a lot of controversy and back and forth going around when it comes to Trisha's name choice here. She has been hinting over on her YouTube channel for the last several weeks that they picked a name that she had said many times throughout the years here on YouTube what she wanted to name her daughter. And those who have followed her for a long time, if they really thought about it, could probably figure it out.
I've always talked about this for my daughter's name. So people who follow know. You know, a lot of people do know, and I haven't said it since, but I have talked about it when my husband and I were just dating. I talked about it when I was single, talked about it before even the idea of kids came. Like, this has always been like the name. And when we were going over a list of names together, this was like the one that we like both agreed on, both loved.
And I did also notice that in her last video that she posted on YouTube, she was wearing a necklace that said Malibu Barbie on it. So now in hindsight of knowing what she named her daughter, it does make a lot of sense. And while there are a lot of people out there that adore the name, they think it's adorable, there are even more who think that it is the craziest name they've ever heard. Y'all, all I'm gonna say is this is Trisha Paytas that we're talking about, and if you know anything about her, you cannot think that this was truly a shocker. Yes, I get it, it's unique, it's different. I can think of so many things that she could have named her daughter, that she had mentioned possibly naming her daughter, that would have been so much crazier. We're talking about someone who was contemplating naming her child Post-its. And let's be real, at the end of the day, this is their daughter, and they talked about this and agreed on the name together, so they can name their child whatever they want. But because Trisha Paytas has a long history of being an internet troll and problematic here on the internet, people do find it amusing to criticize her every little move, plumbed down to what her daughter looks like, which in my personal opinion is just going a little too far. There are 1,000 things that Trisha Paytas has done during her time here on the internet that she can be criticized for. But to stoop so low that you're talking about her daughter's looks, I'm sorry, not sorry, but there is no excuse for that. This is a newborn child. All newborns come out with squishy little faces, and if you've had children, you know this to be true. I've had 3 and they all came out with squishy little faces. That doesn't make them any less adorable. It's just the way people come out. And guess what? Those of you out there criticizing the way this baby looked, I hate to break it to you, but you came out with a squishy little face too. It's honestly too far, okay? Their daughter is adorable. She is so precious, and I'm very, very happy for the both of them. I do know how difficult it can be being a mother, and especially when you're a first-time mom, you don't know what you're doing no matter how many books you read, how many classes you take. And I think it's amazing that Trisha does have people she can turn to if and when she needs help. She has her mother, her sister, Moses, and she has mentioned that a nanny isn't off the table if they were to need a nanny, which is incredible. Not all first-time mommies or any mommies have those kinds of options. But this was another comment that I seen on my short that I did, and I think it's important to just kind of acknowledge postpartum is very real. And when you're a first-time mother, a lot of times you can ignore the signs of postpartum, thinking that it's just because you are a first-time mom, not wanting to admit that there's something deeper going on, or maybe not even knowing that there's something deeper going on. So my hope for Trisha is that she listens to her body if there is any of those red flags or warning signs, and doesn't just try to push through it, because that is one of the biggest things from my own experience that I know when I went through postpartum depression, I tried pushing through it thinking that it was just all in my head or that it was because I was a first-time mom. So that's probably the only real advice I would give her, is just to listen to her body. Don't push herself over the brink of exhaustion. And if she notices those changes in her emotions or the way that she functions throughout the day, to stop and give herself the grace that she deserves. Being a mommy is extremely rewarding, but it is also difficult sometimes. And there's absolutely no shame to admit when you need help. In my opinion, it actually shows a lot of strength to be able to seek help and be vocal about what you're needing. Speaking out also has its challenges. There's the fear of judgment and embarrassment and things that people just don't talk about. This all applies to Moses as well, because believe it or not, daddies go through stuff too. Again, congratulations to Moses and Trisha and the whole family. She is absolutely adorable and you guys did an incredible job. Y'all let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I love hearing what you guys have to say. And hey, I'm just gonna throw this out there, take it or leave it, but we can just give Trisha a little bit of grace here. Trisha just had a whole ass child, so let's just try to show her a little bit of grace, at least 24 hours. Come on. If you haven't already, please consider giving this video a big thumbs up and subscribing if you would like more videos just like this one. Thank you for tuning into my TED Talk. I appreciate you all to the moon and stars, and until my next one, mwah. Bye guys.